Hello. This is going to be a baseline for the saving of the grist mill. That building right there, which I call a grist mill. There's a view of it front on. Let me give you just a tiny bit of history of this building. From the, what shall I call it, the top 2 stories were across the road. My grandfather built it. There wasn't a brace in it. And of course the boards are on the outside, which is the way people normally build. But I fairly quickly, almost in desperation, tore it down and brought it over here and put it back up because the farm was being divided, and that building was in such bad shape that it was doomed unless it was in my care. So I brought it over here and then put it on that foundation. But I did it, or on that, whatever you call it, those timbers. But I did it very hurriedly, and now it needs to be seen to. Let's start here. That's going to be the outrace for the water. And the water will come here, it'll go over there, it'll go under that little lane, and out that pipe. You can see, you can almost see my desperation. All right, we're looking at each side. I'm about to start on saving this. Here's the west side. Now, the building, since I put so many braces in it, it was really a study in how many braces could you put in a building. The upper part is fine, but as I say, I was working almost in desperation. And something I need to explain is what's holding that up is not the posts, but rather those boxes with the those 1x6 boxes. That's what's actually holding that up. I turned toward the outside all the rough sawn lumber I had for beauty's sake, and this of course has to be seen to. This is tricky. But what's holding it up here is that post right there and that post, and I have a post right in the middle that keeps falling out. I'll put it back in before I do much. Oh boy. Well, that's all right. This will actually be fun. Here's the hub of an 8-foot water wheel. That's independent of the building. All right. Now we'll go and that's a compressor. SRAM, an antique compressor, but it's froze up. I can free it up. I thought about making it so I could take it out to work on it, but I'm going to have to work on it in here. All right, the other side, I guess now. The goats are probably almost instantly going to join me. They go right through the basement of that building, and I've been letting them do that. Partly because I don't want the billy goat to be ramming his head against the posts, trying to get through there. I've just left it open. What I'm going to do, maybe even today, is open this fence. When I build pallet fence, it's very easy to open it or close it or change it. That's one of the advantages. I'll open it so they can go around it. They won't have to go through it. The scariest part, of course, is that sill right there. But, you know, I'm very sure I can deal with that if it doesn't fall down between today and tomorrow. The first thing I'm going to do is take away everything that is not carrying weight. Now remember, those boxes, 2x6 boxes with the braces, that's what's holding the building up, not really the posts. All right, I guess, oh, that sound is so sweet of running water. That's the water that will come down through Donna Falls, right there. But if it's not running through Donna Falls, it'll run through the building. Actually, under the building and out, it'll have a greater drop at that point. All right, let's take a look at the back. I'm surprised the goats haven't come through yet. Before we do that, let me say that I left one of these boxes out right here because I had visions of lifting that shrimp. Here come the goats. Oh, he he just goes around it already. He doesn't actually have to go through the building. I had visions of lifting that SRAM compressor out of there to work on it, but I'll work on it in there. There comes one under the sill. That I have it where it is not only as a compressor but as a brake. I thought, you know, what to put a load on that water wheel so it doesn't just freewheel, and it will generate heat is what I suspect. Now the backside, I had put those sashes there just as a way to discourage the goats when they were smaller. They weren't so prone to go through there if they saw something. And it seemed like it worked, but I'll take them out. Those sashes come from the high school. When they redid the high school, I have 300, or I got 300 of them. Now a lot of them have rotted up some for being outside, but probably 200 are perfectly sound. Anyway, I'll take them out. In that process of taking everything away that is not bearing weight. Now in here you can even see that I put the subfloor on a 45, covered it with a plywood sort of carpet. I just braced the heck out of this. I can brace it a little bit more up above. I don't know if you can see from here, but the post that goes up through the center has no braces on it. You might or might not be able to see that, but I'll remedy that. But I'm not real comfortable going up in that building in its present condition. All right, I think that's a baseline. But while I'm here, there's the gearbox for the pug mill that I mentioned. A pug mill is used for mixing clay. That's like 25-to-1 reduction from that V-bolt pulley to the sprocket. All right, I guess that ought to be enough for now. Bye for now. That billy goat loves that burr mill. There's almost nothing in there for him to find, but he's trying to clean it out for me. That's his sister. She's gonna have a kid in about a month, I think. And the Heidi, I'm waiting any time for her. And where's Sky? There's Sky. She's also gonna have a kid very soon. I sort of have made my peace with Peter, the billy goat, for the time being. Oh, it's pretty this morning. Cold though. Wow, it was cold.